grab your mugs or your tumbler and take a seat because it's time to spill the tea. Don't worry, we're serving it with a side of wisdom. From pop culture drama to life lessons you didn't know you needed, we're diving deep into the juiciest topics with a self-help twist. So, are you ready to sip and reflect? Let's get into it. All right, y'all, let's talk about history being made. Tonight, Kendrick Lamar is headlining the Super Bowl halftime show. And not just any halftime show, the first one to ever have a solo rapper take center stage. Now, if you've been paying attention, you know this is a big deal. Let's break it down. Hip-hop has been dominating culture for decades. Yet, when it comes to massive platforms like the Super Bowl, it's been underrepresented. Or, when included, it's been part of a lineup rather than taking the full spotlight. So, Kendrick Lamar stepping into this moment, it's powerful. And knowing him, it's not just about the music, it's about the message. Kendrick Lamar's story is one of transformation, reinvention, and self-awareness. He came up in Compton, but he never let his environment limit his potential. Instead, he used it as fuel to tell stories, to educate, and to inspire. His debut studio album was deep, full of social commentary, and then Good Kid, Mad City, full of cinematic experience about growing up surrounded by struggle, but refusing to become a product of it. And then came To Pimp a Butterfly, an entire cultural shift. That album wasn't just about rap. It was about a movement, blending jazz, spoken word, and activism, all while unpacking identity, self-worth, and breaking generational cycles. By the time Damn dropped, Kendrick wasn't just a rapper. He was a Pulitzer Prize-winning artist. The first rapper to ever receive that honor. Like, let that sink in. Hip-hop, an art form that started as an outlet for the unheard, finally got the level of recognition it always deserved through his work. And what's crazy is that every step of the way, Kendrick's evolution was intentional. He didn't just make music for clout or to go viral. He created it with purpose. He let his growth be seen, and that's something we can all learn from. So let's get into the real tea. What can we take from Kendrick's journey and apply to our own lives? You don't have to stay the same to stay true. A lot of people are afraid of change because they think it means losing themselves. But Kendrick shows us that evolving doesn't mean abandoning who you are. It means growing into the highest version of yourself. The question is, are you willing to outgrow your past to step into your future? Your story is powerful. Own it. Kendrick has never shied away from telling his truth. He's spoken about struggle, imposter syndrome, identity, and mental health. And guess what? That vulnerability is exactly why people connect with him. Are you letting fear hold you back from sharing your truth? Your environment doesn't define you. Kendrick grew up in an environment where so many people got trapped in cycles of violence and struggle. But instead of letting that limit him, he used it as a foundation to rise above it. No matter where you come from, you always have the power to rewrite your story. Now, you know Kendrick isn't just about to come out, do a few bangers, and call it a night. No, there's going to be a message. If we look at his past performances, like the 2022 Super Bowl appearance with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, and Eminem, he always brings symbolism and storytelling into the mix. So what could he bring to this year's Super Bowl? Will he reflect on his own journey and how far he's come? Will he take a moment to highlight something bigger than himself, like social change or personal transformation? Or will he simply use this moment to celebrate hip-hop as an art form, finally getting the global respect it deserves? Either way, Kendrick is about to give us something to talk about, and I'll be watching every second of it. So, here's the tea we're walking away with today. You are in control of your own narrative. Kendrick Lamar's success didn't happen because he played it safe or followed a formula. It happened because he trusted his journey, embraced his evolution, and refused to let outside voices define who he was. So ask yourself, what's the next chapter in your story? Are you holding yourself back from growth because it feels uncomfortable? Are you afraid to own your truth because of what people might say? Growth is never easy, but it's necessary. Whether you're stepping into a new phase of your career, healing from something painful, or just trying to figure out what's next, don't be afraid to evolve. And that's the tea. But remember, sip wisely and stir in a little self-growth. Until next time, keep glowing and keep growing.